Hey YouTube friends, Kels again here at United Love Helping and Healing. Um, I wanted to read you a poem by William Wordsworth. It's a beautiful poem that is about being a happy warrior. It's basically being a warrior, but being it in a way where you don't have apathy and savagery in you. Um, so it's called Who is the Happy Warrior? Who is he that every man in arms should wish to be? It is the generous spirit who, when brought amongst tasks of real life, hath wrought upon the plan that pleased the boyish thought, whose high endeavors are an inward light that makes the path before him always bright, who with a natural instinct to discern what knowledge can perform is diligent to learn, abides by this resolve and stops not there, but makes his mortal being his prime care, who doomed to go into company with pain and fear and bloodshed miserable train, turns his necessity to glorious gain. In the face of these doth exercise a power which is our human's nature's highest dower, controls them and subdues, transmutes, grieves, of their bad influence and their good receives. By objects which might force the soul to abate, her feeling rendered more compassionate is placeable because occasion rise, so often that demands such sacrifice. More skillful in self-knowledge, even more pure, as tempted more and more able to endure, as more exposed to suffering and distress, hence also more alive to tenderness. 'Tis he whose law is reason, who depends upon that law as on the best of friends, whence in a state where men are tempted still to evil for a guard against worst ill. And what in quality or act is best, doth seldom on a right foundation rest. He labors good on good to fix, and owes to virtue every triumph that he knows, who, if he rise to station of command, rise by open means, and there will stand on honorable terms, or else retire, and in himself poses his own desire, who comprehends trust, and to the same keeps faithful with singleness of aim, and therefore does not stoop nor lie in wait for wealth or honors or for worldly state, whom they must follow, on whose head must fall, like showers of manna if they all come to all. Those who power shed round him in common strife, or mild concerns of ordinary life, a constant influence, a peculiar grace, but who, if he be called upon to face some awful moment in which heaven has joined great issues, good or bad, for humankind, is happy as a lover, and attired with sudden brightness like a man inspired, and through the heat of conflict keeps the law, and calmness made, and sees what he foresaw, or if an unexpected cause succeed, come when it will, is equal to the need. He who, though thus endued as with a sense and faculty for storm and turbulence, is yet a soul whose master bias leans to home-felt pleasures and to gentle scenes, sweet images, which wheresoever he be, are at his heart in such fidelity, it is his darling passion to approve, more brave for this than he hath much to love. 'Tis finally the man who lifted high, conspicuous object in a nation's eye, or left unthoughtful of in obscurity, who with a toward or untoward lot, prosperous or adverse to his wish or not, plays in the many games of life that one where what he had most doth thou value must be won, whom neither shape or danger can dismay, nor thought of tender happiness betray, who not content that former worth stand fast, looks forward, persevering to the last, from well to better, daily self surpassed, who whether praise of him must walk the earth forever and to noble deeds give birth, or he must fall to sleep without his fame and leave a dead, unprofitable name, finds comfort in himself and in his cause, and while the mortal mist is gathering, draws his breath in confidence of heaven's applause. This is the happy warrior. This is what every man in arms should wish to be. And what that means is when you fight in a battle, regardless of the kind of war, it's the kind of dignity you have for yourself. You always want to be the happy warrior. You don't want to be the savage, uncontrollable, hateful warrior. This is a good poem that I really need people to read, study, and look at themselves when they are out in this world fighting for the rights of mankind, fighting for the freedom of all from all over the world. It's not just a United States thing. It's a global thing. It's a humanitarian effort of empathy and love. Everything that my page and channel will be about knowledge to look at yourself and be a better man and or woman, to be able to bring this to your children, bring this to others in society, to succeed in doing the right thing as a human. I hope you enjoyed this poem. It's kind of long. It's in an older style English, but you can see it on poetryfoundation.org, and it's called Character of the Happy Warrior. And if you thought that I read it too fast or really want to reread it and not rehear it from me, just go to Poetry Foundation and look up The Character of a Happy Warrior by William Wordsworth. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Thank you once again, Facebook or YouTube. Namaste.